go. Let's get that all dropped off. It's 7 in the morning. The sun's already up. Why are you driving with high beams on, my guy? That's just rude. There we are. Now we're on the road. Let's see. Yeah. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Sky looks nice after last night's rain. Finally getting sun. It's only a nice 83 degrees just before 7 a.m. Just a glorious 83 degrees. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Shall I take the interstate today? Shall I drive through town? Interstate or town? Good morning. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. We're on the road again. Just dropped off a patchy patch for Flying Rich Firearms. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another day on the road. Just got done at the post office dropping off a patchy patch for Flying Rich Firearms. Now we're headed off to do some side work before we start making some gun slides today. Driving through this beautiful, beautiful Arizona weather. 84 degrees just before 7 a.m. It's going to be lovely today. Today we are strapped with a Stiffler Manufacturing SN19 Turbo in camo, OD camo specifically, with an ELD Performance barrel, SCT Manufacturing parts kit, and today I'm running a PSA frame, one of their tan models. What are y'all strapped with today? Also running some Hornady ammo through it. Stuck in a red light. Oh, how that happens so much. Yeah, we'll take the interstate. It'll be faster. Still working on that threaded barrel problem. If a handful of states didn't suck, it wouldn't be an issue, but that's what we're dealing with. It seems you can ship threaded barrels to states like Connecticut, California, Maryland, Massachusetts, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Washington. But they can't build them. Once they build them, all of a sudden they're a criminal. It's wild. So how do we respond to that, us with threaded barrels? 416R stainless steel, black titanium nitride coating, decent enough barrels, but they're threaded. So do we still ship? Or do we say, yeah, sorry, it's not worth your state getting a bee in its bonnet? Decisions. What do y'all think? Any of you from any of those listed states? California, Connecticut, Illinois, Massachusetts, Maryland, Washington, New York, New Jersey? Hey, thank you for the morning light. Greatly appreciate it. I'll do what I can to keep the sun out of your eyes, guys. Oh, that sky's beautiful. Clouds, 85 degrees at 7 a.m. It's going to be beautiful today. Might even get some more rain later. I don't know. Don't know what to do about those states. I mean, some have already told us, hey man, easiest solution, just don't ship to them. I'm like, well, that's incredibly unfair to all the pro 2A people who live in those states. There's a way to set it up so that shipping can just be denied for those items. Could always do it manually, of course, but at that point, someone would have paid and we'd have to do a refund, and it's a whole thing. And of course, we can put notices like saying, hey, this item will not ship to wherever. But I mean, people don't read. Many moons ago, I was a manager in a store, and we had signs from the front of the store to the back of the store explaining that this thing was broken. And so many people walked completely through the store, disregarding all of the colorful signs in big bold font that said, hey, this thing is broken. And then they get to the thing and they're like, hey, this thing is broken. And it's just like facepalm, no shit. How did your tunnel vision having ass walk all the way through the store and not see all the signs that said, hey, this thing is broken? And it's the same thing online. Does everybody read everything in the descriptions? No. So we can put it in the description, and we can keep doing a cycle of refunds to the people from those states. But there's always the chance something could slip through. A shipping employee wasn't paying attention. Somebody handling sales just missed it. Humans make errors. So what do you do? And of course, those states, being what states they are, they're incredibly litigious. I mean, we all saw what happened with polymer 80. Quite the quandary, wouldn't you say? Hey, thank you for that like. Greatly appreciate it. And for those of you new to us, welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. We're based here in Arizona, and we've been making gun slides since January 2023. We attended SHOT Show this year, back in January, and we're attending again in January 2026 in Las Vegas. So we'll be there alongside MMC Armory and a bunch of other manufacturers, retailers, distributors, people in the gun industry. And so we'll get to do some meet and greet, chat people up. Ought to be good times. And for those of you who happen to have your own content channels here on YouTube or Rumble or wherever, you might be able to attend as media. So that's something for you to consider. Get a media pass, go there and do content for your channel. We know others have done it. John Crump News, Jack of all trades, plenty of people do it. Plus, I mean, hey, then you get to go to Las Vegas. And if your content channel is part of your business, you might be able to write that off as an expenditure on your taxes. Don't know? Consult a tax attorney. But wouldn't that be cool? Get to go to Vegas, do all kinds of gun content, chat up all these businesses, and all your expenses, you just rent it off. It's part of your business, right? Kind of the same with us when we have to buy stuff for testing. Yeah, we bought that for the business specifically. So we save those receipts. Now to the construction part of this trip. This road's been on construction for like 2-3 years. Just small segments at a time. Fortunately, we're going to get a bit of the sun. Let's see here. Let's switch it to all. There we go. FV Ordnance, good morning. Thanks for popping in. Greatly appreciate it. Hey, 4 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. Besides that, though, we did release 2 new Cerakote styles. We've got an orange and black tiger stripe camo. So, you know, kind of reminds me of Tony the Tiger or the Bengals. If you're a Bengals fan, you might like it. We've also got this new black background camo. That's pretty cool. And we're working on something else that, sadly, I am not allowed to talk about until it's ready. Disappointing, but that's okay. It looks pretty cool. I'll be happy to talk about it once it pops out. Of course, we're still working on the 26 and the 43. We have started machining some 26s. I can talk about that a little bit. And those are for testing. So once they're fully processed, we're going to go through and range test some of them. And I'm excited to do that. And if they pass all the inspections, if they pass all the range testing that we're going to do, then we go on to production. If not, then back to the drawing board. What can we change? What can we fix? What can we improve? And then the cycle repeats. Right into a yellow light. The sun. Omar, welcome back. Hey, Pat. Heading off to FedEx later? Yeah, I just dropped off to the post office right as I started the live. Dropping off a patchy patch for Flying Rich. And yesterday I sent off one to Kurt, 24. Green light. Good morning, everybody. It is a wonderful 86 degrees at 7 in the morning. You gotta love Arizona. And the giant fireball in the sky that rules us all. Hoping to do some range testing this weekend. We can make it. There we go. Yep, hoping to do some range testing this weekend. I'm strapped up with my Stiffler clone SM19 Turbo today on a PSA frame. How are you all strapped up this morning? I'm rocking some Hornady defense ammo. So yeah, might dip on over to the range tomorrow, maybe this afternoon today if we can make the time. I got some side work I got to do today, and I got some stuff to do in the shop. But if we can make it happen, Gonzo, Stiff Nation. Good morning, man. Yeah, if we can make it happen, we'll hit the range today, but I think I want to hit the range this weekend too. I wish I had my 26X, but it hasn't shipped. It might be a bit for those ship, man. Well, the problem with the indoor ranges is they don't let us film content. So people in the, okay, we're getting around you. Yeah, the indoor ranges don't let people film content because some people did something stupid a while back, apparently, and they ruined it for the rest of us. Now, I'm hoping I might be able to convince them to let me do it sometimes as a business, but they might still say no. Hey, another like. Thank you so much. Doesn't look so great on the camera, but the sky does look really beautiful, even with the sun in its position that it's in. Yeah, usually ranges only add that stipulation after someone's done something stupid, and then it just ruins it for the rest of us. Because all I want to do is just put my phone there and then show me shooting. That's it. Like, I'm not going to be holding it, I'm not going to be touching it. I just want to angle it up so you guys can see the build doing its thing. Probably can't do a live. I doubt they'd let me do that, but I could probably do recordings if I can convince them to let me do it. I'll show up in like Stiffler Manufacturing t-shirt and a hat and be like, yep, I'm here for this business and we're just doing some range. We'll even tag your guys' range, saying, hey, we were here. I don't know, maybe they'll let me do it. We'll see. Left lane's slower, but that's the one I gotta be in. The left lane should not be slower, barring construction. Left lane is the fast lane, people. Come on. Hey, good morning, Green. I'm headed off to meet some guys to do some side work. Even though we do the shop, sometimes you got to go out and make some extra money. But yeah, gonna go do that. Figured what the heck while I'm en route and until they show up, we go do some side work together. I'll do a live with you guys. Hang out with you guys this morning. Heading off to Narnia. Gonzo ordered a compact PSA dagger. Heck yeah, man. You know, though, out of the two, I prefer the full-size S over the compact. Both of them hold 19 slides. But if you got bigger hands, the full-size S is the way to go. But my FFL is having some personal issues and might be sent back. Oh, dude, that sucks. There we go. There we go. Reconnected. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why this happens every time I pass through that part of town. But my connection just goes to complete and total shit when I'm doing lives. No idea why. Oh man, I lost like 10 viewers. Yep, that happens. Yeah, that full-size S is awesome. Oh yeah, man, like driving here is fine compared to a lot of other places. We just have stupid drivers here. Because people will suddenly start doing crazy random shit. Okay, this is where we're doing the meetup. So I'll just keep the live running until these guys show up. I'm coming in kind of early because I'm up and early and I'm ready to go. So it is what it is. The sky is beautiful. It's great to look at it while you're driving. We got the mountains, especially certain areas. A lot of mountains, a lot of desert scenery. Going up to Phoenix can be kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, yeah, we're supposed to do a meetup over here, so I don't know, let's go find a place to park. Yep, funny, and this is the thing, a lot of small businesses, the employees, the owners, they go off and do side work. I've got we've got a couple employees who work at the mines. We've got a few employees who do private security work, construction, home remodeling, plumbing, electrical. It's like, yeah, we all work at the gun shop, but, well, can't say gun shop really, the machine shop. Yeah, let's park over here. Get a look at the sky. Of course, the power lines are kind of ruining it. It is what it is. Okay, let's see. What do we want to change this up to today? Okay, let's see here. Aha! Let's start with the white slide today, and we'll move on to other ones as we go. Sassy, good morning. Let's go see what comments did I miss. No, man, it's just a crappy Camry. But it's good on mileage, easy to maintain. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's put that there. Let's plug you in, keep you charging. All right, so those of you just joining us, welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. We turn bars of steel into gun slides, just like the one you see here. We coat them in Cerakote in-house. So that whole process is done in-house. There's no third parties. We're not sending stuff off to get heat treated. We're not sending stuff off to get coated. This whole process is in-house with us. Oh yeah, Pat, you were talking about sending the 26, right? And which one you wanted? Yeah, both those camo options should be doable. Yeah, both of those should definitely be doable. All those slides come with a Trijicon RMR flat optic cut. Flat means that there's no boss lugs or recoil posts. We don't need them. Our optic cut is tight. And we have not had any issues with shearing that some of the other ones do. And you kind of look at how you get your optic cut, right? And put your optic on and see how much play you have with it. If there's not a whole lot of play, you have a tight cut, you're probably fine. If you've got a lot of play, you don't have a tight cut, and that's where people want the boss lugs and the recoil posts. And it's understandable why they want them, but we don't need them. Yeah, those are possible. And I think we have, well, they might not be the exact color, but close enough. Like the one was, what was it? Black, gray, white, and red. Yeah, we can do that. The other one is a desert. We're working on a desert camo style. It's understandably weary about third-party slides. We've heard a lot of horror stories. I mean, you've got things like Rock Slide. You've got things like the Leo Precision in the final year. Some of the other slides we've seen where they're just bad 416 steel and they did aggressive cuts and now they crack. It's all about understanding your steel and understanding what it can handle. So if you've got 17.4, you're good to go. You can handle a lot of aggressive cuts. If you've got some lesser stuff, like what people have seen with Rock Slide, where they have these big aggressive cuts, it looks cool, but the steel can't handle it. Yep. And I don't know what steel they use. I just know that whatever it is that they're using, if they had made flat slides, you know, no aggressive cuts, no lightning cuts as people call them, no ported windows, they'd probably be just fine. It's kind of like, you know, High Point, where they're using, what is it, Zamac, whatever that steel zinc or not steel, whatever that zinc alloy is that they use. If that can handle it, then so could probably Rock Slide. It's just, it can't handle the aggressive window cuts that they're doing, which is unfortunate. I mean, I looked through some of them and they were some decent looking designs. It's just whatever steel they're using isn't good enough. Huh, did I not bring water with me today? Well, that's going to be fun. I'm going to have to go get some water. Ah, well. Always bring water with you. Always. Traveling, whatever you're doing, out on the road, bring water. I did bring my morning nuts with me today, though. besides all you wonderful people. I kid, I kid. There it is, I did bring a water. All right. Heck yeah. Yep, got to stay hydrated. You can't move and groove. You can't react to contact. You can't engage the enemy. You can't be a sexual tyrannosaurus like the Stiffmeister if you're dehydrated. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. Happy to have you. If you've got any questions about our slides, feel free to ask. Just chilling here this morning, waiting to meet some people, do some side work. Figured I'd talk with you guys about our slides. We'll probably change up the image here and there because we are green screening it today. I really want to do a shop live. Maybe I can do one over the weekend when it's less busy. Because, and quite honestly, and it's understandable, some of the employees don't want to be involved in the lives. And I get that. I totally understand it. Respect it. They just don't want to be involved in the lives. They just want to work, and that's cool. Some of them are okay with it, but not everybody is. Yeah, we do. We use SCT Manufacturing parts kits, and I have them in my build right now. I like those, and I like Glock OEM. And I haven't tried a whole lot of others. I've seen some people have some horror stories about cheap crap they bought off eBay. But so far, I like what we have. All of our upper parts, or rather all of our complete slides, come with that upper parts kit. Yep, we just get the same people that make the SCT frame. Yeah, they have their own upper parts kit. Staying hydrated. Got some trail mix with me. I probably should have gotten like a real breakfast this morning, but this'll do. Depends on the day, depends on where I'm going, but I carry either a Glock 19 OEM, one of our Stiffler clones, like this one here. That's the Hellet slide. That's usually one I carry. Or the Turbo slide that I also carry. Sometimes I'll carry a 357 revolver. Sometimes I'll carry a Ruger SR9. SR9E. Usually any of those. It depends on weather, depends on where I'm going, what clothing I'm wearing. I used to carry an LC9S for a little bit. I might start carrying a 43 once we start making those. Damian Christian, what's going on, man? Here we go. Let's swap to the black one. Black Hellet. Yeah, I actually like the Ruger SR line. I'm sad they don't make it anymore. I had to get a replacement part a while back. I've had one for like a decade now. But yeah, nice build, nice platform. Not as easy to take down as a Glock, but fairly easy. You don't need tools. Just pop the locking pin out. There you go. You can do it with your fingers. Solid setup. We are getting closer to September. And that's when we're doing our Labor Day sale from the 1st to the 7th. $15% off our 19 slides. Stripped, of course, not complete. And it will be burnt bronze, Glock FDE, and desert sand. So we'll be doing a sale for those slides from September 1st to the 7th. And of course, we're getting close to our 1K subs. And once we get to 1K, we're going to plan out a live video. And the subs who are in that live, we're going to take down their names, spin a wheel, and randomly pick one lucky American to get one of our slides for free. So that ought to be fun. And thank you all of those of you joining us this morning who are new. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, where we turn 17.4 stainless steel bars into Glock slides for the Generation 3 Glock 19 and the Generation 3 Glock 17. We are also working on the 26 and the 43. Hope to have those done before the year's out. Wide variety of Cerakote color options: H series, F series, FX series. Your traditional colors: black, gray, desert sand, burnt bronze, FDE, to more colorful options like habanero red, bright purple, gold, shimmer aluminum, hunter orange, and so on. Right on, Pat. Much appreciated. And what Pat's doing is we're doing something called the slide swap program. So on a case-by-case basis, if you reach out to us with one of your slides, maybe it's from a company you just don't like anymore, maybe you have an OEM slide that you just don't use anymore, on a case-by-case basis, we will swap your slide with one of ours. Zanti! Algorithm! Yeah, we're doing all right lately. Not the best, but all right. So let's say you have a Glock 26 OEM slide you just don't use anymore. You don't like it, or you just don't use it, and maybe you want a 19 or a 17. Reach out to us, we'll swap you. Or maybe you have a 34 and you're like, yeah, it's too long, I want to go down to a 17. Or maybe you have a 19 or 17 and you just want to swap it for something with an optic cut and porting. Case-by-case basis, we'll do it. And it's free, besides the fact that you have to ship the slide to us, and then we ship our slide to you. Now, we won't do it for everyone, and there's certain ones we don't take. Like rock slide, not interested. Like, sorry. Everybody at this point should know, probably don't get a rock slide. Maybe they've improved things in recent years. I don't know. I've just seen so many horror stories. We did help someone out with a rock slide once. It was all cracked up. We also won't really do Leo Precision. So, yeah, probably not going to touch those. That said, you can always try. You can reach out to us and say, hey, this is what I got. And maybe we do it anyway. You might get us in a good mood. Because we kind of did that for somebody who had a Rem Sport R19. And it was completely messed up. I still have it back at the house. Might use it to do some testings at some point. But we swapped him one of our SM19 Zoom slides, and I think that's a pretty good upgrade for the guy, because he had a Rem Sport R19 with no optic cut, no front grip serrations, no porting. And, well, the Zoom doesn't have porting, but swaps it for our Zoom, which is 17.4 stainless steel as opposed to 416. It has an RMR optic cut and front grip serrations. So I'd say he got quite the upgrade. And yeah, we'll do that for people on a case-by-case basis. Let's see, we just did the white slide. Here's the black slide. What should we swap to next? How about purple? There we go. Something nice and colorful. A helmet in purple. Bright purple, specifically. H series Cerakote. There we are. Who all do we have in here right now? Zanti, Damian Christian. Pat just took off. Still got Green in here. Right on. Gonzo. Gonzo's getting himself a PSA frame. Right on. Oh, going to be a fun day today. Long day, but it's going to be fun. We're going to get some stuff done today. 28987. Yup. Oh, what is today's date too? The 15th? 15 August. Taking down some notes too while I wait to meet with these guys. I'm definitely here way early. But I figured, what the heck, let's do a live. Let's drive out here, get here early. I'll get to meet and with you fine, wonderful people. Talk about the 2A. Earlier we were talking about threaded barrels. I'm your bouncer, KM Tactical. I can't say we have ever had one of their slides. I think we reached out to them once a while back if they were interested in doing like a collab or doing some business together, but I don't think they ever responded. When we first started, man, that first year, we were reaching out to everybody. Like, hey, here we are making slides. Like, who's interested in working with us? And of course, as a new business, a lot of people are like, we don't know who you are. So yeah, that first year was that was a fun first year. But kept moving and grooving, meeting people, talking to people, building good slides. Finally got some distributors and some vendors. Dagger frame over the SCT frame. SCT frame's good. I think personally my hand prefers the stippling that's on the dagger frame. But the SCT is probably a more solid choice. Because I know some people have had issues with dagger frames. Like even I've had a couple issues. But usually the issue is you just need to go through and polish something up, clean it, deburr something. Like the dagger frame that I have right now, we polished the rails on it. We noticed there was a couple of machine lines on it, and of course it was coated in, I don't know what kind of coating, but we sanded the coating off and then polished the rails until they looked nice and good and stainless. And the frame's been running fine ever since. We've got some SCT frames in the shop too, because we test our slides on Glock OEM, Polymer 80, SCT, and PSA. And while we don't have any in the shop, our customers assure us that Grit Grips and Geisler work just fine too. I don't know, dagger's fine. And for what it is, the price point, I don't think it deserves the hate that some people give it to it, because for like 40 to 60, you're getting a frame with a lower parts kit already installed. That's a good price. Even if there are a few complications or issues for some people, you can work through them. And for what it is, I think it's a good price. As opposed to, say, the Glock Store 26X frame, which is like 150 with no parts kit installed. You know, is it going to be a good frame? Yeah, it's in collaboration with Grit Grips. It's going to be a good frame. But it's also 150 and there's no kit installed. So then you're going to go spend 50 to 100 bucks on a kit. Now you're 250 into this frame and you don't even have the slide or the barrel or the upper parts kit or your optics or your sights. Like, it's going to be an expensive build for that 26X. Now, well, do I imagine it'll run great? Yeah, depending on what you toss in it, sure. But man, is it going to be a pretty penny. Yeah, we have worked with No Quarter Innovation. They have some of our slides listed, as I recall. At least I think they still do. Let's take a look here. No Quarter Innovation. I'm sure they still have some of our slides listed, probably. No, don't auto-correct my name, damn it. You type Stiffler and it tries to auto-correct sometimes. It's annoying. Oh, they do, but it looks like there's an issue with the photos. Yeah, they still have some of our slides listed. Yep. Yep, they do. We also work with Delta Team Tactical. We sell them our slides. MMC Armory, Davidson Defense, the Hub in Arizona, along with Sirius Arms. Wolverine Arms has picked up some of our slides and done their own coating work to it. They did some 24 karat gold plating. Gonzalez Co. and Arms Co. Gonzalez Arms Co. They've done some aftermarket coating work to our slides that looks really cool. Yep, some good groups. Tried reaching out to PSA and Brownells. No go there. We did communicate with Polymer 80 a while back before everything went south. Nothing ever happened with it, but we were talking with them for a little short while. I guess it's good we didn't get into business, considering everything that happened, but it's definitely kind of sad. I mean, because you got to imagine, as a new business, when we were starting, and then all of a sudden you're talking to a big company like Polymer 80, and you're like, we're going to work together maybe, all right. Things are looking up. And then everything went south, and yep, it was what it was. Was what it was, but that's okay. We kept moving and grooving, and here we are now. Let's see, let's swap from purple to, what else do we have? Not the best photo for live, but it runs. There we go. So what this one here is our SM19 Viper in Sig Pink. And we have an Agency Arms barrel in it, and Superior Triggers did that custom heart porting. We haven't really done any work with Glock 34s, so I can't really say. Something we might do in the future. Yep, something we might do in the future. To be honest, I'm not really sure what we're going to do after the 43 and the 26. Maybe we start working on Gen 5. Yep, maybe we start working on Gen 5s. Or maybe we start doing like a Glock 20, Glock 21, start getting the 45 and 10 millimeter. Or I know some people want us to do the 23 and start getting 40 cal in. Or sorry, the 23, 40 cal. Got my brain on the 43. But that's the big goal right now, is 43 and 26. Definitely the big goal. And then figuring out these threaded barrel issues with these handful of states like California, Connecticut, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Washington, Washington, D.C., New York, New Jersey. Yep, figuring out how to deal with threaded barrels with those guys. That's the other hurdle. Not everybody lives in a cool state. And then you got California trying to ban future Glocks, as well as turn barrels into background check items, which is totally wild. It's like, really? Come on, it's just a barrel. Like, what are you going to do? Serialize all barrels? Oh, there we are. But what about you guys? What are you all thinking? What kind of slides should we do in the future? Color schemes? What do you think? This was us at SHOT Show 2025 in Las Vegas. Yeah, probably. You'll get some alert on your computer. You Google inappropriate content. The ATF is currently en route to your location. Oh, that's going to be so dumb. But yeah, that was us at SHOT Show 2025, and we're going again in 2026. Hope to meet even more people this time around. Those are a bunch of our slides in the bottom there, below the MMC Armory banner. That was a pretty cool event. Got to meet and greet a lot of people, talk to people, different people in the industry. Got to talk to the Cerakote reps, Glock. Who else did we talk to? Of course, then we talked to MMC Armory, Delta Team Tactical, Davidson Defense. So many people. Palmetto State Armory. Hide your dogs, yeah. Protect your dogs. Abolish the ATF. Getting a little cloudier. Maybe we will get some more rain. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing's Live. Just showing off some slides, talking about guns, talking about our slides, of course, and the crazy laws going on in multiple states. I would say it's more of an air hard. No, these are all real. These are real guns. Air hard, that's been a running joke for months now. Yep, specifically we make slides that fit 9mm. The shoot-ta events, what's that? Do the shoot-ta events. I've attended a few competitions in the past. Haven't had to since we were in the Army, man. Ain't no ops at home. If you got ops at home, you're probably doing some stupid shit. But I'm still pretty damn good at the range. Still can hit my targets at distance. Oh no, I've never been to that event. We ship a lot of slides to Utah, but I've never been to Utah. Oh no, scratch that. I've never been to that event in Utah. I've been to Utah. Let's see, here we go. Let's swap up to one of our slides again. Boom. There we go. We weren't a business in 2022. You might have been thinking of MMC Armory. That's what that banner was, is we were there with MMC Armory at SHOT Show in 2025. Stiffler Manufacturing didn't exist until January 2023. If you have a dangerous gun, that's a you problem, man. All of ours function perfectly. What do you think about Tokyo Maru MK Mod as first BB gun? Man, I don't even remember what model my first BB gun was. It had a wooden stock and a pump action. Yeah, we just went to SHOT Show 2025 with MMC Armory. We were set up at the same booth as them. We're based in Arizona, and we sell our slides to MMC Armory as well as Delta Team Tactical, Davidson Defense, and then there's a few local gun shops as well that pick our stuff up, along with all of our customers across the country. That's definitely a you problem, man. Have you tried talking to them? That said, AK is a solid platform, though in my experience I find a lot of dudes actually can't shoot with it. Kind of the same thing with Dracos and whatever else. Anybody with a switch, FRTs, the majority of people actually can't shoot. It's just let's spray and pray, spray and pray. Dump rounds, and it's not even accuracy by volume as I would understand it. I was a machine gunner for a period of time in my life, and there is some training involved. Don't get me wrong, an FRT, a switch, G-Flex, whatever the heck you want to get, you can actually do some work with it, but you got to put the training in. And a lot of dudes, as evidenced by a lot of the fun videos on YouTube, don't do the training. It's all about just, let me yeet as many rounds downrange, yeah. It's like some seriously childish bullshit. It could be a very useful tool. It really could be. Just people don't actually put in the work needed. And as a former machine gunner, I definitely appreciate accuracy by volume. Oh yeah, it's fun. It's a nice range toy. Just from what I've seen so far, a lot of dudes are just using it as just that, a toy. They're not training. You can tell by the way they're gripping it, their lack of recoil control, and then of course actually hitting the target. It's like, man, you gotta work on basic marksmanship first, get that going, then up yourself to FRTs and things like that. And the problem with it, though, is the training's expensive because you're just dumping rounds, right? Well, ammo's not cheap. So to get good training in, you're going to expend a lot of ammo. And then, of course, you got to keep in mind, a lot of these builds, a lot of these platforms were not designed for the cyclic rate that you're now putting that platform through. So you're also going to wear through your parts faster than you would normally. So if you're going to run things like that, you also need to make sure you have backup upper parts kits, backup barrels to swap and replace as needed. Because I've seen people run FRTs and they're like, well, it broke. I broke something in it. I broke my parts kit, or I broke this, or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you need replacement parts. Your build was not designed to run at that cyclic rate. So when you start doing that for extended periods of time, something's going to wear out. It's just basic machinery. But I know that's a difficult concept for some people, and whatever. I'm happy they're getting involved in 2A is the way. I'm happy they're exercising their 2A rights. But if you're talking about getting like good quality out of it, they need to do a lot more training. And don't get me wrong, I'm no super expert. I don't proclaim to be. I've attended some competitions. I've got some experience with a lot of different platforms, military and civilian, but that doesn't make me an expert. There's always going to be people out there with more and better information. So you're always learning. I won't ever proclaim to be the end-all be-all on gun information. I'm not. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, too. Ambulance. Yeah, bump firing. You know, I still think it was stupid when they banned the bump stock. Not that I particularly like the bump stock. Still think it was stupid that they tried to ban it. Because you can bump fire without a bump stock. I always thought that was silly. Where's some of our newer photos? Oh, here we go. Here's a Viper. Fluted barrel. Compact dagger. There we go. Like, I don't want them to ban FRTs or switches or threaded barrels either. They all have their purpose. They all have their use. You just got to do some training. There we go. Today I'm carrying an SM19 Turbo on a PSA frame. That's what I'm running with today. How about y'all? What are you guys rocking? Sometimes I also do a Glock 19, old Smith & Wesson 357 revolver. I've got a Ruger SR9 I carry from time to time. Usually, though, it's just our own clones. Just running those. We trust them. We like the builds. ELD Performance Barrel, SCT Manufacturing Parts Kit. And the PSA frame's fine, perfectly fine once you polish the rails. I think it runs great once you polish the rails. Doesn't mean you couldn't do better, throw an OEM frame instead, but I think it works great. Actually, you know what? I'll loop back to that other comment. Dangerous gun. The most dangerous gun is the one you can't control. It's not the gun that's dangerous, it's people. The gun's just an object. It's a tool. The only people that make it dangerous are stupid people. Damian Christian, Glock 47 with a Gideon Granite MOS carry green dot and a goon beam. Hell yeah. Man, I need to get a goon beam. I need to get a goon beam at some point. I've got a Gideon Omega red dot, which is currently loaned out to somebody. Need to get that back for some good photos. Gideon was awesome that they got us that red dot. I greatly appreciate it. Should probably just go buy another one. I am liking the Siley Wolf X Pro. I haven't opened the EDG yet, but the Wolf X Pro works just fine. I've dumped 300 rounds through it on one of our builds. I've drop tested it multiple times. It's running great. One time I literally just threw it into the ground. Not just dropping it, I literally just threw it. and yep, no problems. Should probably do that unboxing video at some point of that EDG. Some point, some way. Oh, cool. We hit the hour mark. Right on. You guys are awesome. Thanks for staying with us, rocking with us. Sig P320 enters the chat. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Guns that are doing stuff they shouldn't be doing are also dangerous. I did finally pick up a Definition Knives journalist knife. Picked that up last night. So I really should pick up a Goon Beam too. And for those of you that don't know what Goon Beam is a light manufacturer. They make flashlights and optic lights. Or not optic lights, lights for your rails, for your build. Goon Beam's pretty awesome. Good quality lights from what I understand. A lot of people say a lot of positive things. Gideon Optics is another optic manufacturer. Has good product. Well, these guys should be showing up in a little bit, and I'll be going off to do some side work. We'll see if they show up on time. I got here way early just so I could talk with you guys this morning. Making an 80% 19X with Skyflash G19 compatible full Glock kit and CV Life red dot and a cheap laser light. Right on. Right on, man. Now I'm just driving around in a circle, just waiting on them to show up. Yeah, that Viper came out looking good. What else do I have? I need to update my image folder. Get some of the newer stuff on here. A lot of this has a lot of the old stuff. Show off some of the old stuff. This is from Delta Adventure Gear. See how, oh, it doesn't pop up well. Damn. Well, that's a shame. Here we go. Here's another old one. This is the SM19 Leonidas in Space Worn. So it's like a de-stressed graphite black. We've still got a few Leonidas left. Some people are looking to pick some up. But for now, it's discontinued. Might bring it back in the future. We'll see. My green screen's going all wonky. Another ambulance, huh? I hope that's not all day with it. Well, right on, guys. We have hit we're past the hour mark, and it looks like that's their truck pulling up. So I'm going to go get some side work done today, and then I'll be off at the shop later. Probably try and do another live later tonight. Although I think Red Dawn might be doing one tonight, or maybe that was tomorrow. I forget. Either way, thank you guys all for popping in. Thanks for the likes and the new subs. Great chatting with you this morning. Doing our Labor Day sale September 1st through the 7th, so check that out. We're doing some stripped Glock 19 style slides in burnt bronze, desert sand, and FDE. So yeah, it'll be 15% off those stripped slides. And we're still working on the 26 and 43. We'll update you guys. We'll be real loud and proud about it once it's ready. But we're still working on it. So thanks for hanging with us. And as always, stay 2A every day.